Okay. I don't know if that's good. Hopefully. Hey friends. Don't question the flower crown. This goes along with what we're doing today. So I am, as per highly requested, I am going to do my daily makeup routine. Except it's not really daily, so that's kind of a hoax. This is gonna be used to keep my hair back because why the heck not? Yeah, let's get started. Also, I'm wearing pajamas, so YOLO, right? Anyways, so I'm a mess, and I keep my makeup in this, at least most of it, like what I use for an everyday thing. My cat just came inside. Go, kitty. So as I was saying, I'm a mess. So I keep most of my everyday makeup in here because I travel, and I don't really have an explanation for it. It's just what I do. Okay, so what I do, I should probably get a mirror. I'm gonna do that. I figured it was really stupid of me to try and do this without a light and without a mirror, so I got those. I'm just gonna use my Shade and Light palette for the mirror, and I'm just gonna use my cell phone flashlight for the light because I'm not rich. Let's get started. Okay, so what I do first is I am going to do my eyebrows. No. That's a lie. That's a lie. I moisturize first. And I use this water stuff. That's another room, so BRB. So I use this Olay Complete Sensitive Daily Moisturizer. It moisturizes my skin, but at the same time, it doesn't like accentuate my T-zone where it's really oily, so it does good. Okay, I put on way too much, just know that now. It kind of like gives like a whiter tint to my face, which I'm not mad at. I'm not mad at all, because sometimes, most of the time, my foundation could be too dark, especially because most foundations that I like, that have the coverage that I'm looking for, have yellow undertones, and like my face has a naturally pinkish undertone, so I don't know if that correlates at all. I don't know what I'm doing. So I do that, and then I look like a zombie, and then to look more like a zombie, I use this Mario, that guy right there, facial spray. I honestly don't know if this does anything, but I want to believe it does because I like it, and it smells good. Okay, I missed like half of my face with that, but it's fine. And then I just kind of wait for it to dry, and then I get really impatient and start to just like wipe it in, which I'm pretty sure is not healthy, but I wash my hands, so it's okay. After that, I do my eyebrows, and my eyebrows are like not fun. They don't always cooperate. They're not nice. They have a really gross shape. Yeah. And I'm kind of behind here. Gotta have this. This is to carve out my brows after the fact. And then I'm gonna get my concealer to carve out. Okay, so I just dropped my Morphe pellets. It's fine. Okay, so what I do is I take this brush, and it's from e.l.f. It's like from an e.l.f. brush set. And don't get me wrong, e.l.f. is cheap, but Their brushes do the job. Okay? Okay. So I use a pomade. I went through a few different things. I did powders, I did gels, I did pencils, but the pomades I feel work the best for me. So I used the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Frame and Set in the shade 213 Light Brunette. Is that right? Anyways, here. I really hope you can see me, because if you can't, that would suck. I'm just gonna pick this up. And what I do is I go along the bottom line of, oh, already did not get that. Okay. So what I do, that was messy. I just used my finger. What I do is I go along the bottom of my eyebrow and I line it. And then when I'm done doing that, I blend it up. I'm so sloppy. I'm such a... As I go and I do the same thing but with the top of my eyebrow. I am gonna do the other eyebrow off of camera, and then I will come back and I will carve them out. Okay, so I did the other eyebrow off of camera, and before I like carve them out and continue on, I just want to point out that I understand that a lot of people don't like the way that I do my eyebrows. They think they're too blocky, too filled in, stuff like that. I understand, but that's how I like to do it. So if you could like not bag on it, because I already know, I hear ya. But this is how I like to do it for now. It'll change. I promise. Everything about my makeup routine changes so often. Okay, so I use the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealer, and that's what I'm gonna do to carve them out. I'm gonna just use another e.l.f. brush. It's technically supposed to be for lips, but I like it for this. It works. So fun fact, I used to not even do this step at all, the carving out of the eyebrows. I didn't think it was necessary, but like it is. It totally is. Okay, this step. Oh my gosh, I'm totally gonna get shaded for this. I just know it. So what I do is I take this Tom Ford translucent powder, and I dip this concealer brush, also e.l.f. by the way, and I dip it into this powder and I like go over my eyebrows, just because like I don't really like eyebrow gel, which I have by the way. I don't really like eyebrow gel to set my eyebrows in place. I don't know why, that's just a thing about me. So I do this instead, and I don't know. I just like this better. Okay, so what I do, I mix two foundations together. So I have the Maybelline Superstay foundation, and I swear guys, this foundation, so beautiful. It has a beautiful finish, and I can never really find my shade in this. I can't find my shade in anything because I don't know anything about makeup. But this foundation has beautiful coverage, and I don't have fantastic skin, so I live by a full coverage foundation. I recommend, if you haven't tried this, I recommend that you do, because it's worth it. It's only like $10. And I know that most people, like most beauty influencers and stuff like that, they use like the top brand stuff. You don't have to. There's a lot of drugstore makeup that does the exact same job, and it's insane like how well it performs. I use mostly drugstore stuff. I'm not gonna say I use all drugstore stuff because I don't, as you'll see coming up. But you really don't have to go out and spend $100 or however many dollars to get a full face of makeup. There's a lot of really nice quality drugstore makeup. So I just pounce this in all over my face with my beauty blender. And usually I put on way too much, but that's okay because as we said before, we are a full coverage queen. This looks so weird. I'm just gonna finish putting on my foundation off of camera and I will be right back. Okay, so I finished the foundation. Now I am going to go in with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, and I'm just going to do little triangles. Well, it's a derpy triangle, but you get the point. And go down my nose and over my lip and down here on my chin. I put an excessive amount of concealer on, but it's okay. I'm gonna go on my eyes because I don't like any creasing, and the concealer helps with that because I don't really put on any eyelid primer. So now that we are all done blending the concealer, we're going to set it in place, this base here. So basically what I do first, so that around like my eyes and the bridges of my nose, and my chin, basically my T-zone and my eyes, so that those don't crease, I take the Tom Ford powder and I just go over those areas with this concealer brush that I use for everything besides concealer, by the way. So then I'm going to take the Fit Me powder in the shade 15 Light, and I'm just going to take this big fluffy e.l.f. brush that has hair on it because it was next to my brush, and I'm just going to open this up. My phone is vibrating. It's fine. I'm just going to open this up and dip on in, pat off any of the excess into the lid because a lot comes out. And I'm just gonna like put a lot on. I'm just gonna pack it because why the heck not? So I'm gonna use my Morphe brush set for this. So I know that a lot of these brushes, I don't use them the way that they're supposed to be used. It does the job. It gets it done. So that's all that matters. This brush set, like these brushes don't have like numbers on them, they just say Morphe. I don't know if you can see that. This is the one that I use for my contour. So I dip into the, I'll show you. I'm in the Kat Von D. I dip into this shade. These two fell out and I like never used them, which was kind of annoying. But whatever. I use this shade. So I'm gonna dip into that. Get rid of that. Okay, so for my temples or like up around here, like that area, I dip into it like 4 times, like, And then I just kind of, yeah, and I do kind of a circular motion until I just feel like it's like something has been done. I'm usually doing this in really short time, so I don't really like, if I'm doing this on my everyday routine and I don't have anywhere special to go, I just don't bake underneath it. I don't try to clean it up or anything. I just leave it as is. And I probably shouldn't, but I do. I'm sorry, I suck. It's fine. So I'm just going to move straight on to highlight, which is a little bit weird. I do highlight and then blush, and I know a lot of people don't do that, but I do. So, okay. So my highlight is broken. Here, I'll show you. So basically, the lid came off. But I love this highlight, and I didn't finish it, and I'm a firm believer in not wasting things. So here we are, still using it until I run out. I also used, okay, so I got this brush in Ipsy, and I can't really tell what it says, but it says that, if you can see it. It says Ipsy B36 Tapered Highlight. It is amazing. It's godsend. I use it every single day, or anytime I do my makeup. It really, it applies it really nicely. And I know a lot of people like fan brushes just because it's a fan brush and people like to jump on the bandwagon. And I own a fan brush, but I just don't think that it does the job as well. And don't get me wrong, I'm dipping in this a bajillion times just because I like for it to be extremely noticeable. I'm just extra. I'm just gonna put it right here, kind of bring it up my nose, make it look a little bit skinnier. As you can tell, I did not contour my nose. My nose isn't really like big or anything. I don't really feel the need to contour it. Sometimes I do it anyway, just so I can say that I did it. But it's really not necessary, in my opinion. And then we're gonna use this Morphe brush. Like I said, it doesn't have any numbers or anything, whatever, to apply the Tarte blush in the shade, that's the word, in the shade Party. It has 3 A's, don't come for me. Yeah, I just dip into this like 4 times, and I just kind of do that, and then I do it the same way I did my contour. I do it right over my contour, just because this blush isn't really, it's more of like a pinky bronzer than it is a blush, if that makes sense. So I just kind of add it to my contour because, I don't know, I like the way that it looks, okay? I just like the way that it looks. I don't do my eyes every day. I only do them if I have like something special that I'm going to, or if I'm seeing someone like special, or one of those types of scenarios. So I'm not going to do them today because this is supposed to be my everyday makeup routine. So the last step is going to be lips. And I think I'm just going to use this NYX Liquid Suede. Is that how you would say that? It is in the shade Soft Spoken. I think that's the name of the shade. And it's almost gone. Like, it's almost gone. But I love it, and I'm going to use it for this. So, yeah. Okay. Oh, look at that highlight. yeah, just like a nudie pink type of lip. Yeah, that, I'm gonna pretend that didn't happen. That is all. So, let's take this out. If you guys enjoyed that everyday makeup routine, then feel free to leave a like, maybe a comment for what I should do next, because I'm kind of at a loss. I focus mainly on covers because that's just what I do majority of the time is sing, but I really do love filming other types of things like this for you guys. So leave a comment, tell me what I should do. Make sure to follow my Instagram at _Lizzie Mendoza, and that is also the same thing as my Twitter. On my Instagram you can find pretty much all of my other social accounts. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm not at all a beauty guru, and I'm not claiming to be, so just know I'm doing my best. I just do what makes me feel the most comfortable, and I'm not claiming to be anybody that I'm not. So have a nice night, day, morning, whenever you're watching this, and I will see you later. Bye, friends.